My name's Luke Rogers. I've been fishing out of Coverack for 20 years now. I had my own boat for 15 of those years. Before that I fished out of Newlyn on the bigger boats, going away for weeks at a time. Yeah, my father was a fisherman, my stepfather, and they taught me how to do it, and grew up cutting out nets. And then when I was old enough to go on the boat, I was on the boat helping out and gutting fish and everything. So it was always going to be straight off out of school onto a boat. Typical days, we get down usually 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. If we're crabbing, then we load the bait. If we're netting, then we go out and put our fine mesh kit out, which is nets for red mullet, and they only stay in the water for 4 or 5 hours. So we put them out in the dark if we can, and then go off to our other nets, and then come back and pick them up. And then when we've gone through all of the nets, we come in, unload, and up to the fridge, where everything's iced and weighed and taken off to market. The majority of our catch from Coverack goes to Newlyn and is auctioned off at Newlyn, but there is local restaurants who do buy from the local boats. So, for instance, the Lifeboat House buys fish off me in the summer, and that evening that fish is being served up in batter, and it's good for them because it's better quality fish. I suppose the worst one, I've been out in quite bad weather, on the bigger boats when we were working off Ireland and all, we was in horrendous weather, but around here is in the fog when you've got the ships coming into Falmouth, and some of them don't give you much space. So we've had to cut nets away and get out of the way from underneath boats and stuff ships before. So that's pretty scary when you've got a 120 metre ship coming down at you and you're this little tin can floating in front of them. It's not so much fun then. It's always, we got weather, tides, quotas, then you got engine breakdowns and other fishing methods that, the scallopers drag your nets away, or it's a constant struggle, but it's worth it. It's mainly monkfish and Dover sole I fish for in the summer, and then monkfish and turbot. Monkfish most of the year round, but then turbot and spider crabs in the winter. And then in the spring tides, when we can't use the nets, we catch crabs in the crab pots. Quite often get asked that by people, when you come in on the quay and you're surrounded by tourists, they like to see what you're catching and everything, and they say, oh, we wouldn't be able to do it. And I just think I'm out in the sun, fresh air, every morning for as long as I can remember. We've had dolphins following the boat out to see, we've seen whales, I see amazing things, and it's a hard life, but there is a living to be made out of it, and it's exciting. It's never the same every day, it's always different. when it comes to the Brexit situation, I don't think it's going to change a great deal, because I think the government will use it as a bargaining chip to get the deal they want. I think we'll still be governed by Europe with quotas, and the French and Spanish will still be allowed into our waters. So unfortunately I don't think it will change much. Only maybe fish prices might change because of the export to goods abroad. It's quite an emotive subject, Brexit, so a lot of people don't talk about their feelings, but the fishing industry on the whole is quite enthusiastic about it. But I think as a local sort of fishing industry, I don't think there's many that are quite so enthusiastic as other people. We seem to be a bit more guarded and just holding our breath a minute and see what happens. But I think because because it is such a hard living, and we're all talking on the radio all the time, everybody just gets on and helps each other out. So it's a big community really, rather than feuding factions anymore. Well, I'd like the fishing industry to be productive, and people eat more fish really, and crab, because obviously it's more profitable for me, and I do think that the measurements that the government and Europe have put in place are helping. There's definitely signs of improvement in stocks and stuff like that, but it is a major issue is the plastics. So we're bringing in bagfuls of plastics every day out of the nets, and a lot of it is unfortunately fishing waste. So I think the fishing industry does need to learn a bit about cleaning up after itself. But I think it's a positive outlook for the fishing industry, and like, if we can do something about global warming, it would only be better. But I don't see it improving. The storms are getting bigger and more frequent. Plastics getting worse, despite what schemes like fishing for litter and all have in place. Doesn't seem to be making any indent into it.